Hi everyone, it's Kev, my Plus YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. And today I will be talking about the AFLW match against the Brisbane Lions. Now, if you're a returning magpies, like, comment, and comment. If you're new to the channel and you like all videos I'm making, please like, comment, and subscribe. It means well to me. So let's jump straight into this match because there's a lot to take in. Now, Brisbane Lions played really good. I think for at least they kicked one goal, two in the third quarter compared to us. To nothing. Now, to me, Brisbane Lions' inaccuracy kept us in the game. We got the first goal. Elyson Children kicked the first goal. Then all of a sudden, it was all Brisbane. They had all the players. They had all the momentum going into the first quarter. I think to be down by the margin that we were, (22-7), realistically, it could have been a lot worse. 14-20. So 8 behinds, 14-20. Yeah, so 20-7, 13 points. I should have said at quarter time, but it could have been a lot worse. Now, our problem was that we've done play 4 quarters. Now, we can get away with it a little bit, the way that we've won, the way that we fought back, and all the rest. But the first quarter, to be honest, it should have been a blowout. Now, the second quarter was mainly 1 goal 3 compared to 1 straight. Now, we only just won that second quarter with a goal in that second quarter. Now, we had to be a lot better. Happy enough that it's only 10 points now. Brisbane Lions were a lot more hungry than us. It felt like they were playing for a top spot. They were playing for, a home final, and we weren't prepared to come out. So that first half, realistically, I think both teams did kick a little bit inaccurate at times, which hurts a lot, but it could have been a lot worse for us. Definitely looking back on it. And as I said, the third quarter, it was all Brisbane. But we had no plan B. We weren't running as hard as what we should be. We weren't playing to the potential that we've known to come out in the first 6 games. And to be honest, it's just poor. It's poor football. You can't expect the third quarter when you give an opposition 18 points in front. Now, yes, that's still time, but in the women's game point of view, you can't afford to give any opposition ahead when you have to kick 2 goals. And you've got to release the shackles in the last quarter to try and break the game even. Now, they put Chloe Malloy in defence. She was struggling today. She had a down game. Steph Kiochi, as much as I love her, she struggled a little bit too. She was down on the usual input. Players just don't think that, Brisbane Lions had to travel twice. Originally, this game was supposed to be at Hickey Park, but it was at the Whitton Oval, so it was a neutral venue, and we have played there. Our VFLW team absolutely dominated the Western Bulldogs in the VFLW, and you look at that and you think, well, we played there before, we should know how to win. But credit to the Brisbane Lions. And in the last quarter, all of a sudden, because I thought at the end of the third quarter time, I don't think that we could win it. And we kicked a couple goals and I got myself invested in that last quarter. And where Lynn she kicked a great goal from 50 by picking up and snapping it and it went through. But how could you not pick it up, straight up and kick a goal? She was not under that much pressure. So she could have really picked it up, kicked the goal. We had a shot that realistically that we had repeat entries a few times, whether it's in the second quarter or in the last quarter in particular. Maybe bits of the third quarter when we couldn't quite really do much with it. But it's just too late. To lose by 3 points, yeah, gallant effort maybe. Great comeback. But you can't afford that. It's always a concern where we can play poorly. One good quarter, we tend to get on the run, and we don't, and we go, oh shit, we only just lost. Yeah, but realistically, where was this in the first 3 quarters and when we needed it? You know? We played our way in the last quarter, released the shackles, and we really got going, We kept pumping the ball in there. And we missed some of the shots that we probably, maybe a little tough, maybe, we probably, in the end, we should have kicked. But it's not good enough. We can't afford to keep playing catch-up. If we play Brisbane Lions in the finals, whether it's at Victoria Park or whether it's at Hickey Park, I'm telling you, it might be a different story. It might be a different story. But we cannot afford to allow teams to fucking get further in front than what we need to. It's just pathetic. You should never underestimate a team. You should go in the same confidence, the same feeling that consistently, we've been undefeated for so long. And yes, I did say, the next couple of games, the Brisbane Lions and the Adelaide game, were so crucial. Because what would have happened is that Melbourne are top 6. So are Adelaide. We're third on the ladder. We were first, and I think because Fremantle beat Carlton and that got turned on its head, that we had to win. There was no doubt. You got to come out with the right mindset and attitude early on. And look, and we were due for a loss. I'm not giving any excuses. Yeah, there were injuries in the first quarter, but you got 3 quarters. You're only down 2 players. If you're down 1 player, it does not matter. You can't use injuries as an excuse. Injuries are always going to happen during the games. And even during training sessions. So, okay, so you have to alter that. Coaches probably coach better when they've got the, less injuries. But injuries are part of the game. And I think this is what we're talking about. To say on that the girls tried their best in the first quarter is pathetic. Fucking pathetic. 2 goals ahead. That should have been over. If you miss a lot of shots and when you should be a lot more further in front, and the mindset is that it's contagious because you can lose that. You got to be able to perform. You got to step up to the plate. You got to say, okay, we missed the opportunities. We're only 13 points in front. If we kick 2 of those 3 goals out of those misses that we had, then it would be a different story. It would have been game over just like that. And we'll be playing catch-up for 3 quarters. You cannot say that was, good game. The girls try the hardest. It's not right. And it's never not right. So you have to perform better. So there's a lot of things I did like. Obviously the way we kick some of those goals as well, but at times we looked like we were missing. Like sitting ducks, and just cannot afford that. I think the angry side of me now is coming out, and I slept on it for 24 hours. But as I said, you cannot say that in the men's as well, because most of these opportunities that we're getting now, you know, we're not going to go through a season undefeated. We might go through patches of the games where we play poorly. But you must find a way to stop the trend. Whether if it's to slow it down, whether if it's to try and do something, take this thing out of the game, slow the opposition down. You rather hold up the Brisbane Lions, and that injury play that happened, I think, towards the Brisbane Lions, that suited them because they slowed the game down. We were coming hard. Once you slow that down for a little bit, it takes the sting out of the game. All you need is, unfortunately, bit of something. Okay, well, we're going to make you earn it. We're not going to give you the opportunities to play the way you want to play. And again, that's just what made us so poor. I did not like that. I liked how we kicked the first goal of the game. Good. I like how we played a little bit. Like we got those goals when we needed to. But to not be able to play 4 quarters, not be able to perform when we should be, I think it's poor for us. So, again, is it a loss that we have to have? Yes and no in a way. Yes, because now that we've lost the game, it might sharpen the minds up a little bit into wanting to perform better, but you also, and maybe it might give us that little bit of a spark the next 2 weeks, including the finals, that we want to come out and perform well. Okay, great, sweet, you know, you take that on the chin. But also, on another side of that, and it gives teams, and I'm a strong believer of this, how you beat a team is how the rest of the competition is going to use it against you to beat you. And this is what can lead into a form slump. This can lead into players going missing. Okay, well, if we take these players out of the game, who's going to step up? It takes the whole team. And one thing that was good, like if one or two players, you know, desperately trying hard, desperately to get on the scoreboard, it's got to take somebody else to try and get into the game and do something about it. And that's why I like it. I like how Brittany Benucci had 28 possessions and 5 marks as I got here. 17 hit-outs and 17 possessions for Shannon Norton. Ruby Slicer, 6 tackles and 16 possessions. You know, I like that because they're positives. I always look for positives. But also when it comes to negatives and the way that I see it, this can go ugly. Either way, it can be ugly for us because we have to win. So now I'm gonna. How do I rate this out of 10? Do I rate this as a okay, great fight back in the last quarter, or do I take, or does that diminish a little bit because the way that we were poor? Well, the worst I could give them the 5, but I'm gonna give us a 6 out of 10. Only because we fought back into the game, but we also had to, you know, release the shackles, and we did play away. Now, some of it is towards us playing good footy, And the other side of it is people are going to say this. Brisbane Lions stopped running. They thought they had in the bag. If Brisbane Lions kept going, we will not be able to come back like that. So again, it just shows you that there were positives in the games and there were negatives out of that game. And the dislikes I didn't like and the likes I did like. 6 out of 10, I think that's a fair assumption. But when the other team takes the foot off the accelerator a little bit and they don't go hard on the throttle, then it just gives the teams a chance to come back. So that is the end of the video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your neighbours, come the pies. I'll be doing play range videos, no doubt on it, but just the frustration for me is I hope that this isn't a pattern for us, and I hope that we can get back on track. Now, I won't be able to go to this week's game due to I got stuff on, so unfortunately I won't be able to go to it, but I will be watching it. Keep an eye on tomorrow, where I will be going through not at the season's predictions, but also the AFLW recap. There is one game that's going on. I think it's tonight. West Coast and Geelong. So until then, calm the pies. Let's get out. Let's keep it going.